Hi there, my name is Hillary, I'm 15 and I live in the Philippines. Let me tell you about the issue I have. The thing is, I've got 4 legs. The additional pair of legs grow straight out of my tummy. Please keep listening to my story and I'll explain. I'm the 4th child in my family. My older siblings are ordinary people. My father is especially proud of my sister. She's this smart and wholesome girl who's also very pretty, with shiny wavy waist-length hair and eyes that are like a bottomless ocean. That's what Dad says about her. It's not like I'm ever going to receive compliments like that. As our neighborhood boys say, I'm an actual monster. As much as it hurts me to say this, it's true. I've got a shapely figure that looks perfectly normal from behind. The front view, though, that's the stuff of nightmares. I've got the legs and bottom of my twin brother protruding out of my abdomen where my navel would normally be. At a glance, it looks as if I've swallowed a person with my belly. His head and shoulders are inside, but the rest couldn't fit, so his legs are sticking out. When I was too young to realize what's wrong with me, it really hurt to hear all the insults that were thrown at me. Some of them were really creative, like bog witch or 4-legged roach. I don't really want to repeat the rest, but I felt even more hurt after I knew this could have been avoided. If my mother went to the hospital for a medical checkup when she was pregnant just once. The hospital isn't even that far from where we live, in the nearest town. I was blatantly envious of the other girls who could freely talk to boys. Not only did I have legs sticking out of my belly, but they were also moving, as if my brother wanted to tear himself free and jump out of me. When this happened, my dress, which was suspiciously wide already, would visibly wobble. Even though I'm 15 now, I've never been taken to the hospital. I'm aware other people like me exist and they just remove the parasitic twins so that the person can lead a normal life. It's what my older sister has told me. After she graduated from high school, she moved to the city and enrolled in a top university. She brought her laptop with her so I could read all about my condition. But we just can't afford my healing when all of our money is reserved for my sister's education. All I can do is hope for a miracle, which is unlikely to happen. The constant mocking and teasing I had to endure were upsetting, to say the least. I couldn't just sunbath on the beach on a warm day like any other teenage girl. Once I found a secluded spot where I thought I could have a swim. But as soon as I got into the water, a bunch of guys that I didn't know showed up on the shore. I had to spend the entire day in the water until they finally got hungry and left. Another unpleasant incident happened when I was in the city visiting my sister. I hoped I'd get an appointment with the best doctor, but as it turned out, they were all too expensive for me to afford. Once my sister asked me to go to the store. She said, "You gotta get used to living in a society. You're human no matter what." I always dressed in the baggiest robes I could find in order to conceal the extra legs. I guess I was picking up cereal off the bottom shelf where the robe flaps opened accidentally. I had a huge list of groceries to buy and I got so carried away I just didn't notice I was exposed. I was at the checkout packing my groceries into a plastic bag when one of my extra legs stuck out from under the robe right into the cashier's face, followed by the other leg to her terror. When she looked up to see the legs were poking out of my abdomen, she screamed so loudly everyone in the store came to see what was up. My twin brother had been piggybacking on me since birth, but that was the one time he embarrassed me really badly. When the cashier took a closer look to see there was a boy inside of me, she collapsed. I was discombobulated. Security arrived and took me away to a police station, where my sister caught up with us and explained everything. I cried for the rest of the day. My sister was so worried about me. She tried to put some fight into me, saying I needed to go on. She told me about the man who was born with no limbs. Apparently, he wrote a book, so she let me read it. And I realized I do need to keep fighting. Since I returned home, I've been looking for someone to help me. I decided I'd start by making some money, just enough for a doctor's appointment. I've got working hands that are going to help me. I can be a babysitter or a dishwasher at a cafe. I keep looking through papers for job advertisements and I've posted up some notices on my own. I've actually gotten a few calls already. I believe I'll find a job soon enough. My sister has also been very helpful. She's recently been to a clinic in her city. She told the doctor about me and he's very interested in my case. He admitted conditions like mine aren't very well researched yet, and this is why he's notified a Manila-based research center about me. They've promised to help me remove my extra limbs. I'm so happy to have made a little bit of headway. I can't wait for the day I become a normal person. At least I've learned you have to go forth and ask people for help instead of hiding and hating the world.
Would you like to see more episodes? Support us by hitting like and subscribe. If you want to see your story in one of our videos, send it to this email address.